Okay, the kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing is a main exercise, okay, to try to put it simply. So not owning the kettlebell swing prohibits you from progressing with pretty much anything ballistically that we do within the NTC method with kettlebells. All right, so keep that in mind. We feel so strong about it that we actually have a kettlebell fundamentals guide just on the kettlebell swing. So this will be a good quick tutorial review, all right? But if you don't own the kettlebell swing and don't feel like you own the kettlebell swing, go ahead and pick up the guide, go through it. You will thank me later. You will thank yourself later, all right? Because we don't want to waste time. We don't want to get injured, all right? And that's two things that I want you to focus upon, especially with the kettlebell swing. So now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead with our kettlebell swing tutorial. What are we looking for in a kettlebell swing? Once again, we have our reset pose, all right? So we want to stay nice and tall. We want our shoulders rolled back and down, okay, and packed in so that it's activated with the core, and we want the core activated, all right? So those are the three things that we're thinking about while we're performing the kettlebell swing and pretty much any other movement, okay? So when we're performing the kettlebell swing, we want to sit back with the hips, okay? Super important, because the kettlebell is going to be out here, all right? For this tutorial, we're doing a one-hand swing. I'm going to hike it back, okay? As I hike it back, the hips now are what's going to pull through with all the force getting me back into that reset pose. That momentum is going to take that pendulum, right? Because we hiked it back, pendulum's going to come forward, and we're going to get it pretty much at chest level, all right? Getting that good 90-degree with the rest of the body. From here, I want to think about just accelerating that kettlebell just a little bit more, right? Just giving it kind of a head start. Once I get it close to my body, that's when I want to utilize the whole body, the core, to shoot that kettlebell back, okay? If I start shooting it from here, right, you can tell I'm going to lose a lot of stuff because the momentum is still over here, all right? Gravity is still trying to bring this bell down. What I want to try to do is get it as close to me as possible, and instead of relying on just one weak side, the whole body now is going to shoot it back with the hips. All right, so the closer that I can get it to me, and a lot of people have a fear once they start bringing it close, everybody start folding back here as they're bringing the bell back. That's not what we're looking for. We want to bring it down. Once it gets into that little breadbasket area of ours, that's where we want to shoot the hips back, shoot the glutes back, right? Getting that good hike so that we get that first part of that pendulum going. From here, the hips take over, right? Glutes, the whole core, shoots it back out to here, all right? So just think about it. This arm, this whole thing that's attached to the bell, that's just there to come along for the ride, all right? That's all we're looking at. It's coming along for the ride. It would just be like a rope that's tying on to the kettlebell, all right? So don't think about this being some kind of shoulder shrug exercise or it's minute. The core, the body is what's performing this movement. All right, so you want to get the bell here and shoot it back. From here, you want to shoot it back out so that it gets to here. And that's what we're controlling the kettlebell with. All right, so it's the core, it's the whole body that's performing this movement, not this single joint that we have here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you a demonstration. We have our kettlebell. Once again, I like lining it up, all right? If this was the line that I was towing, I like putting it up there, maybe laying back, 18 inches to 2 feet or so that when I do pull the kettlebell down, it's already on an angle, giving me that little bit of a head start, okay, to make things a little bit smoother. From here, I'm going to hike it back. I'm going to inhale and exhale back, bringing it up with the hips, bringing it up with the hips. Tighten the glutes, right? Bringing it up, nice good level, hiking it back. Notice how the shins stay parallel. Inhale back, exhale forward, nice and relax. The only thing that's doing work right now are the hips. Only up here do I pull the belt a little bit to assist it down, ever so slightly. And that is your kettlebell swing.